Allergic conjunctivitis, 25 features, types, and treatments. What is allergic conjunctivitis? If your eyes are suddenly tearing up a lot and feeling extremely itchy, red and swollen, the chances are that you may be suffering from allergic conjunctivitis. In this video, you'll discover 7 features to help you identify what allergic conjunctivitis is, the 5 types of allergic conjunctivitis, 5 typical recommendations for treating the symptoms, and 8 secret factors most health practitioners won't share with you. To find out what the 8 secret but extremely ironic factors are, please ensure you watch this video to the very end. Have you heard of allergic conjunctivitis, or even suffered from it? If so, please leave a comment below this video to share your experience. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to access other helpful videos, and then kindly click the grey bell icon to be notified of future videos being uploaded to the Natural Health Guys channel. So, what is allergic conjunctivitis? Here are 7 features of allergic conjunctivitis to answer this. 1. It's a fairly common eye issue which is also known as pinkeye, owing to the bright red and bloodshot appearance that accompanies this condition. 2. Many people will suffer from allergic conjunctivitis at least once during their lifetime. 3. It's important to seek immediate medical treatment if you suspect this is your eye problem. 4. The symptoms of allergic conjunctivitis can rapidly become worse, particularly in warmer climates. 5. During an episode of allergic conjunctivitis, the white part of the eye and the inner surface of the eyelid both become inflamed. 6. These areas of the eye are covered with a thin membrane called the conjunctiva. 7. The term allergic conjunctivitis refers to an uncomfortable situation that occurs when this special membrane becomes inflamed. The 5 types of allergic conjunctivitis. There are 5 different kinds of allergic conjunctivitis. In order to determine a specific treatment plan, you'll first need to identify which of the following 5 types you're suffering from. Number 1. Seasonal allergic conjunctivitis. Seasonal allergic conjunctivitis, SAC, is the most common. Certain individuals suffer from this condition as the seasons change. Pollen from certain trees or ground flora is typically the main culprit that causes the eyes to become itchy, red, and swollen. Many people who suffer from seasonal allergic conjunctivitis are also susceptible to allergic rhinitis, which is a condition where the nose gets red, itchy, and watery. Number 2. Perennial allergic conjunctivitis. Perennial allergic conjunctivitis, PAC, is another common kind which takes place all year round. This condition is often triggered by animal fur, feathers, and dust mites. Perennial allergic conjunctivitis can also be caused by airborne chemicals such as pesticides, perfumes, hairsprays, and similar chemical spray products. The symptoms can show up any time of the year, but are typically more intense during the changing of the seasons. Number 3. Vernal conjunctivitis. One of the less common varieties of the allergy is vernal conjunctivitis. This condition occurs more frequently in males and can actually lead to vision impairment. Number 4. Atopic keratoconjunctivitis. Atopic keratoconjunctivitis often occurs along with asthma and allergic rhinitis. This condition is manifested by eye discharge. Number 5. Giant papillary conjunctivitis. Giant papillary conjunctivitis symptoms are triggered by the wearing of contact lenses, eye prosthetics, and surgery sutures. In this type of conjunctivitis, bumps develop on the inside of the eyelid. What are the best treatments? There tends to be 5 typical recommendations offered to sufferers. 1. For the 2 more common types of allergic conjunctivitis, treatment options are usually taking an over-the-counter or prescription medication. 2. For those who wish to try a natural approach, or who have to wait a while before seeing a doctor, using a separate warm chamomile tea bag on each eye can be quite soothing. 3. Try not to touch your eyes with your hands as it's easy to spread this condition between the eyes. 4. To limit cross-contamination, use only your left hand to touch your left eye, and only your right hand to touch your right eye. 5. As for the other eye allergy types, it's recommended that you see an optometrist for the best allergic conjunctivitis treatment. Summary and conclusion. Using over-the-counter remedies for these allergic conjunctivitis problems may aggravate the situation and risk permanent damage to your vision. And it should be fairly obvious to you by now that the typical recommendations offered to sufferers only deal with the symptoms and not the root cause of your eye problem. Determining what triggers the allergic reaction in the first place will always be very helpful, but that still doesn't go far enough to determine the root cause. Whereas the following will, those missing 8 secret but extremely ironic factors that most health and wellness professionals will never share with you, are: 1. Any condition that ends in itis means inflammation. 2. Conjunctivitis therefore means inflammation of the conjunctiva, which is the membrane covering the surface of the eye and the inner area of the eyelids. 3. Here is the ironic part about this condition: the so-called experts fail to see that chronic inflammation underpins any condition ending in itis. 4. Chronic inflammation impacts on every single cell in your body, of which there are reckoned to be 40 trillion plus cells, each with a cell membrane. 5. Owing to the lifestyles people lead, which primarily means consuming diets full of inflammatory processed and ultra-processed foods. Coupled with a lack of sufficient daily exercise, it's extremely likely you have chronic inflammation at a cellular health level. 6. It doesn't matter if you're the fittest person in your town, or you now eat the healthiest diet on the planet. You still likely have at least a 90% chance of chronic inflammation. 7. Remember, what you see on the outside of your body is never a true reflection of what happens on the inside of your body. 8. And it's this that makes your body more susceptible to having something trigger, and subsequently being diagnosed with allergic conjunctivitis. This brings us on to the next video in this series of Secrets of Allergies, where you'll discover a severe and extremely dangerous form of allergy called anaphylaxis. In the meantime, we hope you found this video, Allergic Conjunctivitis, 25 Features, Types and Treatments, helpful and of interest. So please feel free to share with people you think will also find this video worth watching. And don't forget to leave a comment or ask a question in the comments section below this video. To get more videos like this one, why not become an exclusive subscriber of this channel? By clicking on the subscribe button in the bottom right corner of this video, and then click the grey bell icon to ensure you get notified of when the next video is uploaded. If you'd like more information about the many types of allergies and how to deal with them, check out the other videos in this series by clicking on the end screen coming up. And finally, many thanks for watching.